This guest is here to simplify your life, and boy, she can do it in all different kinds of ways. She can get you organized. That's Patty Claire from Keeping It Simple. And let's see, I've got my garage straightened out thanks to you. I've got a couple closets straightened out thanks to you. But the worst is the drawer where I keep all the papers from all year. Now you got to look at them, right?
Yes, paper is really the most difficult thing to keep track of when you're organizing. It's very difficult because it looks like you can go through it quickly, but you actually have to pick up every single piece to decide. The sad part about paper filing is, believe it or not, 80% of what we file, we never look at again.
That's my problem.
So, before you even begin to file a paper, you have to ask yourself 4 questions. What is the paper? Why am I saving it? Am I really going to look at it again in the future? And if I let it go, can I recreate it or get it somewhere else?
That's good.
So that's helpful.
And the 5th one is, why do I have to find it again in a way? I mean,
well, true, that is true. Yeah. And most of the time people really kind of keep those kind of things because of tax implications.
Right.
But we're such a paperless society now that so much of what we want to file for paper we can actually find online. And then you ask yourself, do I want to make my own file system or do I want to buy a ready-made kit? Okay. If you want to make your own file system, obviously it's cheaper, it's going to take more time. And I love Smead and Pendaflex. They have great products. Smead now comes out with erasable tab title things that you can just erase and reuse, and even the dropped file tabs for hanging folders are now erasable too, so you don't always have to go out and buy new products every time. Now, if you make up your own, I always tell people I like to straight line file because all the tabs are on one side, which is wonderful, but it makes it easy to look at the files, find them, and retrieve things. And I like to put the tabs in front of the hanging file so that the papers don't obscure.
Well, so when you pull on it, you're in the file.
Right, exactly. And if you have papers that rise up behind it, you're not missing what you're trying to file.
That's a good tip.
You might want to think more globally and go with a color-coded system.
Why is that global?
Well, because people think, all right, I have green, I'm going to put all my financial stuff in there, my credit card bills, my bank statements. Mm-hmm. Yellow might be health and hobby. I'm going to put all my medical history stuff in there. I'm going to put all my interesting articles that I might want to refer to. So you can either kind of go a little bit more micro and have broad topics with specifics in the back of subcategories, or go just sort of more global.
Okay, this one you can close it up and put it in the closet. This one you almost need a drawer for.
Exactly.
It's like a filing cabinet or something.
Right. And
this one is like contained.
Right,
huh?
and these are the ready-made systems. Obviously they cost a little bit more, but they come. This arrived at my doorstep looking just like this. I did nothing to put it together. It runs, it's by My Freedom Filer. It runs about $120. You can buy it for less money if you're willing to put the whole thing together. And I love it because it's color-coded and it's self-purging. And by self-purging, I mean every month they send you a little email to tell you what to take out of your file so that you're not ending up with this conglomerate of papers at the end of the year.
Is that part of the $120 deal?
Well, putting it all together is also part of it. It's really a nice system, and they provide tech support. My VitaFiles is great. It's another color-coded system. I love this because the tabs sit way up high and they don't obscure the documents that are inside. That runs about $60.
Okay, so if you're looking at this, is this like for a big family, is this for a little family, or
no? It really all depends how detailed you want to get. This has a 2-year system where you put in 1 year and you bring the other year to the front. It allows you to hold all your documents for 10 years of taxes, and it also allows you to contain all your tax documents for the end of the year.
If I bought my wife this, she'd be so excited.
She probably would be.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Because when she dives in the papers, and it's everywhere.
This is a great system.
An avalanche.
It really is.
We have a little item over here.
And then the last one, Smead makes this great little product. How many of us right now are in the throes of trying to gather all our stuff, and we don't know where any of our papers are? This is a great little accordion pleated system where you just put your papers in every single month that are tax pertinent, and at the end of the year, you're not running through the house wondering where everything is. And then they have a big pocket in the back where you can put your tax return in, you put your little year at the back, and then you've got it all contained for every year.
That is awesome. Keeping it simple, so I can find you online?
Yes, you can. www.keepingitsimple.ohio.com.
I tell you, you do a great job.
Thank you so much.
Just organized. Hey, guess what? When we come